Hello, Ben.
Hello, that's
Hello.
ironic. You hate me checking if it's recording.
No, what's happened is I pressed a button, but the timer on the left is actually the streaming one, and the timer on the right is the recording one, and my microphone was in the way, so I couldn't see it from the angle I was sat at. So,
I just hope I'm not talking to myself again.
let me double check that, shall we? Audio input, microphone. Let's turn that up so now that actually we'll be able to hear. We're going to do some drifting around. No, it was fine. It was fine. We're going to do some drifting around Suzuka.
He said
Suzuka.
we're gonna do some drifting around Suzuka.
Yes, the
I'm just
Formula One
covering up.
Lenovo Japanese Grand Prix from 2023.
Lenovo Japanese Grand Prix 2023. I'm not gonna keep this up.
I never said that. So yeah, we do drifting.
That's an
Welcome back.
awfully racist thing to say, Jordan.
And I'll say it again. Now there are two of them.
Well,
I don't know. I was making a new.
oh yeah,
reference.
that was that your go-to.
Look,
I'm sure
it's the most comfortable thing. It's the thing I'm most comfortable saying.
I'm sure George Lucas would be thrilled with our legacy.
Well, what other Newt Gunray or other Neomoidian quote would you have? Exactly.
I don't know. There aren't many memorable zingers.
This is
from
getting
Newt
out of
Gunray.
hand. Now there are two of them.
Racist.
So anyway,
Yeah.
at least I didn't do an impression of Watto.
Oh God.
No, they won't.
Oh no.
Annie, little Annie.
Misa
Anywho.
no likey this.
Me's thinking you. That's too aggressive, Judge. Anywho, let's get that off.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we need to do some. We need to do some planning. Actually, when are we doing the Star Wars video this weekend?
I don't know. I can't remember what we agreed. Saturday afternoon, didn't we say?
Well, Saturday afternoon or Sunday daytime. We said.
Uh,
The reason I want to know is because I have to take my partner somewhere Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and then pick her up again Saturday tea time. And at some point in the gap, I would like to get my shopping done, but that doesn't necessarily. I can fit you in. I just want to know when I need to fit you in.
Well, I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, I need you to let me know as soon as you can. What? How is it so difficult to fit me in?
No.
What?
I'm just trying to think. Really much going on.
I bet it should be easy.
I suppose Saturday would be easier. Saturday daytime, did you say?
Yeah, Saturday afternoon, really.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so we say 2:30ish.
I guess, yeah.
Well, because I need to be out of the other place at 5 o'clock, so I can't. We can't start too late.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to get the drifting thing done. I was too busy making stupid Star Wars references. That's fine. I don't care. So it's good enough for me.
That's your problem.
Voila. That'll do. I can't be the best everywhere, and we're driving a Ferrari. We're shit.
That's a bold statement. I apologise to Ferrari.
They were not good in
We're not gonna
2023. I'll tell you that much.
We're not going to get their sponsorship now, are we? We're going to get them Ferrari bugs.
I wouldn't want their sponsorship.
Stop talking.
Never.
There are many things about this multi-billion-dollar company.
They could be
Haven't-
better.
Outrageous.
They could be better.
I don't think they could be.
Oh, they're not winning, so
Well, I don't think they could.
what? You don't think they could win?
I've changed tack now. I think they're shit.
Okay.
Would you like a topic?
Yeah, go on then.
So, D&D.
Oh.
Yeah,
Have
we
you murdered
played
your
it.
first hobo?
No, we played it again on Wednesday.
Good God.
You may remember last time we were trapped, and my character, Jellybean Wigglesworth,
Fisted a mimic, and that's how you all escaped.
No. He saved the life of a person we were trapped with, and we got into another fight where Jellybean contributed. After we got all our stuff back, I used a spell which was, I think, Spike Growth,
Something like that, yeah.
which dealt a good amount of damage to something we were fighting. Our characters are we're beginning to mold out characterization now. So we have a very snobby, stuck-up elf noble, who's like, I think, the last of her line, I think, after a war.
I mean, everyone's the last of their line at some point.
Yeah. She thinks she's a leader, but the DM and I both agree that my character Jellybean is the more sensible and level-headed one of the two of us, and is basically leading.
I don't think your DMs are meant to make that sort of a distinction.
Well, it's everybody's first time, so we're still sort of getting into roles and stuff. And he did say that, like, to me personally.
If that's what they're saying to you, what are they saying to everyone else?
my character is sort of caring and compassionate and not great in a fight and not used to fighting, but they did their bit. We've got an orc called Orculus. Yes, who is. It was revealed in this most recent playthrough that he is, even by human standards, utterly stunning. The comparison they made was he looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, how does he feel about people who are, turning 25?
I don't know. I don't know. Yes, we had a moment during the campaign. We were about to walk into a sort of a temple place, and
Of Doom?
we had a moment. we had a moment where the DM was like, "Oh, by the way, this character is like drop dead gorgeous," and we just had a moment where we stopped and admired him for a bit before we went through the door.
How'd you do?
Yeah, we've got another elf princess. We're all nobles, so it's an all posh adventuring party.
Yeah.
Bunch of hooray Henrys.
What it is you're the people who go lion hunting on safari in Africa. That's what it is.
Yes,
That's what's happening.
well, sort of. Yeah, I mean, my character is a druid. He comes from a very powerful family where everybody else is competent. And he spent a good bit of time living in the wild and learning to be a druid. But I like the idea that he's very coddled. And when he was living in the wild, he was still living on his family's land. So he was basically like in a tent in the garden for like 50 years. Yeah, we've got an elf noblewoman who's lost all her memories and is fucking nuts.
She does what's nuts?
She's insane. She found a ring on a corpse, pulled it off and gave it a sniff, and rolled high enough that told her what it did.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
And I found a
potion. Rather than.
I found a potion that
you licked it once and it gave you wings.
It stops my inner monologue and means I can move faster.
Stops your inner monologue. Is that their way of telling you to shut up and just get on with shit?
Well, I'm the only one who is shutting up and getting on with shit for the most part. Everybody else is a bit distracted. Much to the chagrin of the DM who broke out a bottle of wine in our most recent session, just to get through it. But yeah, we've gotten to that point where characterization is sort of taking over, and we're getting through it. It looks like my backstory is going to play a pretty big part in things, which is nice. I think the DM's done a really good job. We're getting used to the rules.
Good.
And
I assume it's 5
yeah.
people doing.
Sorry?
Oh,
Yeah. The most recent one, yeah.
Well, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah, it's great. We're doing it again on Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Wow. Ours used to be Mondays. Those were the days. I used to love Mondays. They were manic, but I loved them.
Yeah. Now you don't like them, do you?
Not really.
Tell me why.
I just don't like Mondays.
Tell me why.
I just don't like Mondays.
Tell me why.
I don't like Mondays.
Well, I guess there is no reason because there are no reasons.
Yes. Anywho,
What reason do you need to? Uh-huh, uh-huh. I don't like Mondays. Tell me why. I don't like Mondays.
so I think
Tell
we're
me why.
ninth. We're either ninth or 10th at the start of this race. Qualifying wasn't great. It's quite a
Is
fast
it?
track, Suzuka.
It's not a city course, is it? An inner city one.
No, no, no. It's quite a fast track. I think it's the fastest track on the grid.
What does that
Um,
mean?
Well, it means that you do spend a lot of time at high speed, which means that the corners tend to be a bit awkward.
Right.
If you're not in the right place at the start of the corner, you're not going to stay on the corner. And that's one of the issues I
Uh,
have on this particular track. It's open, but fast.
uh,
I like it. I like things to be a bit slower sometimes, so that I can weave and do all my shit. But
yeah.
that's
But
fine.
you don't like it. You don't like it tight, do you?
No,
No.
I like it wide and slow.
Wide and slow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll be fine because
See, I don't do a lot of driving, so I'm not really sure what I like.
what we're doing that strategy. That's fine. Well, you don't drive at all, and you don't play driving games, do you? So
Well, no, I don't. I mean, I drove a bit a few years ago in video games and stuff. When I was at uni, I played Grand Theft Auto, and I used to spend nights just driving around on the highway, alone with my thoughts.
I didn't crash into Verstappen,
And then every now and then, I'd just sort of
fall apart, and you need
turn
me
my
now tonight. And you
turn
need
my
me more than
analog,
ever.
turn my analog stick to the right, and just let myself drift into traffic, and close my eyes and wait for the end.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I've got GTA 5 installed, you
Have you?
know, on this. Ah, Scheisse. Scheisse! Yeah, you little bastard. Get out of the way, George. He's from your neck of the woods. By which I mean within a 50-mile radius of you. There we go, take that corner back.
10:30, and
Is that your gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight impression?
gimme a happy midnight.
Won't somebody help me to
Help me.
Anyway, did you catch any of the award ceremonies over the last week?
Well, I know there was the Brits and the Oscars.
Do you know much about what happened at either of them?
Well, I fear I did see an article that I couldn't be asked to read about some sort of controversy at the Brit Awards, which led to complaints.
Yeah, apparently people were upset about the fact that Charlie XCX had a somewhat revealing outfit on, and that Sabrina Carpenter, who is known for sort of sexy, seductive sort of songs, was wearing something a bit sexy and seductive.
Oh my!
I know. I think the thing was, I think it was effectively lingerie underneath a sort of British themed corsety, beefeatery sort of top.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue personally, but you keep calling me
Well,
a pervert, so maybe.
I mean, I don't care. I think women should wear what they want,
Yeah, as long as they're comfortable and happy, and it's got pockets, let them.
and it's not got swastikas on.
Yes, ideally no swastikas.
No swastikas, ladies. I'm sorry, we've got to draw the line somewhere for you gals.
We know you like stickers, but no
Yeah.
swastikas.
No, you can have perhaps a kitty cat sticker or some sort of fruit.
How would you feel about stickers that had the word SWAT on them?
Well, all cops are bastards, so. New.
So you're not a fan of SWAT stickers?
No.
Okay,
I say all cops are bastards. I don't mean all cops.
just most.
Just the ones that hurt people.
Just for living ones.
Well. That Ferrari and the police. Is there anybody else we'd like to piss off?
Well, I mean, it's typically speaking, All Cops Are Bastards is an American movement. There's only really the American police.
Yeah, the police here are apart from the mayor.
Ineffectual, but they're all right.
I've no truck with you, sirs.
We're not over. We're not
And
over.
moms and moms.
We're not racist to the point of killing people in the
What?
street.
No.
When it comes to our cogs.
Well, every now and then.
They fall apart, but they need us now tonight, and they need us more than ever. And if we'll only hold them tight, then they'll be holding on forever.
I need a hero. Ah, yeah.
Shall we
Hey, there's
talk
that
about
Ferris
Shrek?
wheel we didn't clean. Yeah, go on.
Have you heard the latest suspicions people have about Shrek from the Shrek trailer? It revolves around eye colour.
Oh yeah, is this the fact that the daughter is trans and is
Well-
actually Fergus or Fingers or whatever?
That's the belief that people are sharing, is that the daughter that we see is a trans female.
I'm gonna call it now.
They just changed the eye colour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
couldn't be fucked. They just left it as a different colour because they thought it looked good, or there was no thought whatsoever was put into that decision.
They figured that the eye colour, which I believe is blue, was more feminine and therefore more fitting for a female.
Maybe it probably
Most
just looked
likely.
nicer.
Let's be honest.
Probably brown
I mean-
isn't a particularly captivating colour for eyes. No offence to anybody with
exactly.
brown eyes. You know,
Exactly.
it's not. If you're making a movie, you know,
Yeah. Absolutely.
it's not.
So anyway, that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing. I'm with you. I don't think it's actually a
Well, no, of
statement.
course it isn't.
I don't think it's a gender identity statement at all.
It's a fun little meme thing that's been going around.
Yeah. Now, I don't have an issue if that is what it ends up being. Just to be clear,
No.
we are, I would like to think, people who are awake.
Yeah, and you've been awake for a long time, haven't you? Because of your ear.
Yeah, I've not been sleeping great. So I'm
Yeah.
definitely awake.
Yeah.
I couldn't be any more awake right now.
No, he couldn't.
Although, actually, what's Victoria Coren Mitchell doing here? Oh, no, that's dangerous. I'd flirt if she was here. It's a good job she's not.
Probably for the best.
Well,
think
flirting,
we-
my flirting would be for the best. Well, that's an endorsement if there ever was one.
Well, I just think that she's a very happily married woman.
Hey, people who are happily married are still more than happy sometimes to have extramarital relations. It doesn't necessarily make
you
it
would-
unacceptable.
Ruin.
Whoa,
David
whoa, 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 whoa,
Mitchell's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
married.
whoa, 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 whoa. You're assuming that they're not both okay with it.
Yeah.
And you don't know enough information to guarantee that. I think it's fair to
Okay.
assume that it's probably the case, but you don't know it.
Why don't we both assume that they're not okay with it, and
In
you're
which
flirting
case-
with?
In which case, I would flirt, but I wouldn't follow through with any of it. I would be a
Ah.
tease
Ooh.
and get her all revved up, ready for when she's back home with him. And he'd be so thankful that he'd invite me to watch Peep Show with him. And we'd talk about my favourite episodes. And I'd ask him why he never ends up in Star Wars. And he'd say, because I didn't want to. And they never asked.
Well,
See, I thought it through. I thought it through.
bet you have, you dirty bastard.
Oh, more than I cared, wouldn't it? Imagine if it'd been Star Wars. You'd have actually watched one of them already.
You probably would have played a very David Mitchell coded character, and I would have rolled my eyes and said, "This is not amusing."
And yet you'd have watched it anyway.
Hmm.
Our engine is not cut out for this. I think we're going to crash. And burn. And maybe die. But it's all good. It's only Formula 1.
Yeah.
Our engine is very definitely knackered. In the bottom right you can see the little engine symbol. And it is orange. It's not good for us.
Your underbody's incurred some slight damage.
I know, but that's mostly because of all the shits I've got. Oh wait, hang on.
Well,
Oh, round the corner, round the corner, round the corner. There we go. See what I mean? It's very sweeping, these corners. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, Shrek. So that's a thing. I had a meeting at work yesterday.
Did you?
I had an appraisal meeting.
Oh my god, I love appraisals.
I'm mostly indifferent. I knew what was going to get said anyway.
It's me and my team leader in a room for 2 hours talking about how great I am.
Why the fuck did
What's
it take
not to
2
like?
hours? Jesus.
Well,
How much
We
smoke are
talk
they going to blow
about.
up your ass?
She keeps saying I'm really good at arse licking, and by that she means butt kissing.
Yeah, I know that, but she needs to not say what she says if
I
she
know.
fucking says it.
I
Especially
keep
if you're
saying
having
she's
2-hour private meetings. Jesus, that's...
Oh, stop it, you.
Mate, is she happily married?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe you need to reconsider your actions, Ben.
Although
But
we
no.
did joke about going on holiday together.
I had a 20-minute appraisal meeting, and that
Yeah.
includes the time it took to walk to the other office that we had this meeting in.
Jesus.
Well, there's not an awful lot to say. It's I knew going into it, realistically, that what was going to be said was, I'm good at my job, they're happy with how I'm getting on, and perhaps, maybe, I talk too much.
Okay.
Right? I knew that. I knew that was what it was going to be. Whoa, what have they overtaken me for? He overtook me. I want my space back. Oh, fuck off. He overtook me after a virtual safety car. That ain't on.
You tell him.
Screw you, Esteban.
Yeah.
I'll let Norris do it because he's my teammate. But come on, Esteban. The fact they both did it tells you that Esteban definitely shouldn't have. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, there I was, barbecue sauce on my titties. I had my my appraisal, and the gist of it is, you know, I am good at my job, which is no surprise. And everything got marked as either very good or excellent, with the exception of one thing.
Oh, can I guess what it is?
Absolutely.
Attitude.
Nope.
Timekeeping.
Nope.
Meeting deadlines.
Nope.
Interpersonal skills.
This is something that was only listed as good. So everything was very good or excellent apart from this one thing. This one thing is lacking compared to everything else, but it's still fine.
No. Body odor. What?
It was appearance. And you know, I know exactly what this will be.
Appearance.
Well, yeah. I know exactly what this will be because of.
Yeah.
It's because sometimes I go a little while between shaves and I don't iron my shirts. And I'll be honest with you, no one in our fucking generation irons our shirts.
No, I don't.
Exactly. So I honestly don't care. It's all good.
I mean, my workmate who left, not today but tomorrow, she does ironing.
Yeah, well, needs to grow up a little bit, maybe.
Well, she's younger. She's like 23, and
ironing is not an essential skill. We have an opportunity to let it die.
We're bollocks. Yeah, we should. You're right. We should. Isn't that bullshit? I want that on the record. That is bullshit that they rank you for appearance in your appraisal. Who cares what I look like? I show up. I do my fucking job.
If it was a customer-facing position, it would make a lot of sense, right? But I'm not in a customer-facing position, and if I was in any position where I needed to meet people and represent the business in a physical capacity, I'd make an effort.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how it should be. Like, the clothes I'm wearing are clean. They are. I am. You know. It's not like I'm slobbering everywhere and you know, I'm not turning into a salamander. Okay?
No.
Is the gist of it. So it seems a bit silly to rank people on. Oh,
and having salamander babies with your boss.
Yes. Who may or may not have initiated. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We can't know.
The damage we've got to this car is really limiting our ability.
I do think that's kind of gross that they. You illegal manoeuvred.
I didn't know.
I
He illegal manoeuvred. Imagine losing to a Haas. No, American.
To a hat.
A Haas.
Oh.
We're not going to finish this race. This is going to be. We need to fix the car. The car needs some repair work doing between now and the next race. So what this means is the last 5 or 6 races of the season are going to need a bit of care and attention. some of them may or may not end up being done outside of our recording, because I kind of want to get around to killing Nazis. I'm in a Nazi killing mood.
Oh, really? What game are you playing?
It'll be Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein?
Stein. Oh shit! I crashed.
Let's call the whole thing off. That
All
was
right,
silly of
fair
you.
enough.
No.
I forgot the corner was there.
Do you think I'm a likable person? You there? You gone deaf? Do you think I'm a likable person, Jordan? Do you? Do you think I'm likable? Do you think I'm a likable person?
Stein, and you get to kill all these Nazis. And the thing about the Nazi killing is that at one point, I think you get to kill Hitler, and if not Hitler himself, at least General Death's head. But it's very violent, and there'll be a few decisions I'll need you to help me make.
You think I'm a likable person, Jordan?
No, not really, but I mean, you're here now, so...
Yeah, you do.
Look, I like you well enough.
Oh, I hate... It really bothers me that I seem to attract people who don't like being forward about the way they feel.
No, because there have been times where I've been vocal about my feelings towards you and our relationship, and you've dismissed them and made me feel bad about it, having it. So
You're right.
I mean, why should I be vocal about it?
I've told you before, you're like a part of my body,
Yeah, I wish you'd stop touching it.
like an unsightly mole. I just can't bear to be rid of. I mean,
Yeah,
I could get the surgery,
You probably
but
should
you
get
know,
surgery.
my arm would probably look a bit weird with you gone.
Yeah, well.
Well, yes.
So anyway, Wolfenstein's a really good game, and it's.
I think I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm beginning to stray into Marmite territory.
That's reasonable.
Like you either love me or you hate me.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. And
A lot of the time it's both. Like with you, you hate how much you love me.
Oh,
Is your problem?
I'm in the same situation that you're in that I can't be asked to put the effort into replacing you. Oh, I've got 3 second time, by the way.
Okay, mate. Race control, I'm afraid I'm not happy with your
I don't.
interpretation of track limits. They've given you a
Creative interpretation of the track limits.
Oh.
So anyway,
You went off-
Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's
you
a
went
really
off-
good game.
Okay. You went all funny.
Did I?
I lost you for a bit.
Oh, okay. Wolfenstein's a really
Me.
good game. One of the things about Wolfenstein that's
Is it?
is that
Is it really a really good game? Is
you get
it?
to choose between either a sort of bonkers French, I think, woman who tries to use numbers to predict what the Nazis are going to do, or
Right.
Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
Yeah. How's that for a slice of fried gold?
I'm enthralled.
And it all depends on whether you save the American private or the Irish, I think. Well, no, Scottish. He's Scottish, not Irish. More experienced soldier at the start, and that defines everything. How much do you know about the Wolfenstein games?
Well, it's set. I believe the first one was like a first-person 2D shooter in a maze.
Sort of a 2D, yeah.
And you fought Hitler, who had big robot machine gun arms or something.
I think so, yeah.
And
In the
then
more
there was
modern versions, what do you know about
there
it?
were probably a fair few more, and then there was a more modern one where the Nazis had won.
Yep.
And there's a scene where they're making not a propaganda video for Hitler,
Yes.
who's
that's
a
the second
senile old man.
one. On Venus.
Yeah. You
We
know
won't-
what?
We won't do that one to start with. We'll do the other one.
I have to think. I have to say. I don't know. Are World War II games distasteful?
I would say that this isn't a World War II game.
Okay, wasn't my question.
I'm just getting that in there now. I wouldn't
All right,
call this a World
noted.
War II game. It starts in World War II, but it's an alternate history game.
Do you think World War II games are distasteful?
I think they potentially do harm.
Well, it's making, a terrible.
It all depends on how
Tragedy.
everyone's portrayed, isn't it? If you portray the
Well,
Nazis
yeah.
as bumbling fools,
But that's not how they should be portrayed.
no, that's what I'm saying. If you do it, if you portray them as bumbling fools, then you're doing a disservice to the situation.
Yeah.
You assume
I
that's where I
love
was
a-
going with that.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I love a lower low, right? I think it's fun. It's set in a French occupied village during
I'm familiar.
World War II, and everybody is ridiculous. It is a ridiculous show with ridiculous people.
Yeah.
Um,
Even Renee.
yeah, like Renee is probably the closest thing to a sane person who inexplicably is irresistible to women and becomes a hero of the resistance without really meaning to or wanting to. And all the Nazis are really kinky, and the Italians are useless, and the British people are stupid. And it's just fun. But I think that and Dad's Army and shows like it, which were made by a generation who had lived through the war and was sort of working through that shit, sort of do contribute to, are probably the first step in the evolution towards maybe things like South Park and Family Guy using Jewish people as a punchline.
The
And I know that's somewhat controversial, but
the issue that we have is that they're not seen to be quite, not necessarily the Jewish. And Wolfenstein has issues when it comes to the Jews. I just want to make that very clear. And we'll get onto them after this. What happens? Too much time is spent humanizing, I think, the evil. And one of the things that sometimes happens is it's demonstrated that it's not entirely bad. Like, it's bad, right? We all know it's bad. The Nazis were bad, but there's enough there that some people are able to connect to it. I think maybe it's not so bad. And when that happens, you end up in a situation where you get people on the far right being able to sort of draw from that, and
well, I think we suffered a lot for the fact that the World War II and the Holocaust was so appalling. We sort of didn't really like talking about it for a while and digging into it. By rights, we should have had, the Holocaust should have been taught in every fucking school in the world.
Oh yeah.
Right from the get-go.
How ironic that Germany's done the best at remembering the horror of the war.
Well, they're profoundly fucking ashamed of what they did.
Yeah.
Profoundly ashamed of it.
They are very much the epitome of never again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else seems to be like, give it some time.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
We'll get round to it probably.
Not this
Let's
year.
wait until we have our atrocity, and then maybe we'll start. You've got to do it first before you can say never again.
Well, we've done our atrocities. We should.
Oh yeah, we had
we have.
grand old time. We had like hundreds of years of exploiting the world.
We have plenty of reason to never say. Well, not to. We should not say, let's do it again. We're very definitely in a position of we need to prevent all this shit from happening, but we're not learning.
No, we've never learned from history.
No, and so we are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
The issue with the Jews in Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
They lean ever so slightly into the Jewish superpower conspiracy.
Oh God.
By having a secret facility filled with advanced technology that you have to sort of know Yiddish to get into or something.
Right.
I can't remember exactly because it's been a while, but it's basically there are these people who are there are these people who were Jewish who had access to all this advanced technology, and you use it to help overthrow the Nazis. And it's one of these things that it sort of leans into the whole idea that actually maybe they have this. So it has its problems, but you spend a lot of time killing Nazis, and that's what I'm craving at the moment. I need to beat them up, stab them, blow them up, put them in a stew.
There's only one cure for fascism.
The boot.
A bullet.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, because they like boots, don't they?
Yeah.
They like licking them and they like being stepped on.
Yeah.
Kinky bastards.
Kinky.
But to be clear, just because you like getting stepped on and licking boots does not necessarily mean that you are a fascist. It's just that fascists are all like that.
All nuns are women, but not all women are nuns.
Yes, exactly. All fascists are kinky, but not all kinkies are fascist. Just
Yeah.
makes them look like
Awful
that.
lot of furries are fascists.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of weird in the world.
I have a theory that a lot of people. Because Ricky Tomlinson made me think of this. Ricky Tomlinson was an actor who was in the royal family. I'm sure you know of him.
Yeah. It was in the 51st state as well.
Yeah, when he was younger, he was like in the National Front. I think he was like pretty right wing, and then he moved far more to the left once he started like actually learning about shit. And I feel like that's maybe the case with a fair few people, because they know something is wrong with the world, and there's unfairness there, and there's a lot of media out there saying it's all Johnny Foreigner.
That gap ahead, please. 0.0 seconds.
So I feel like it's a lot of right wingers are probably left wingers if they,
Well, they do say that typically speaking, the more educated you are, the more left wing you are.
Yeah,
It's not clear cut. It's not that simple. But
No.
generally speaking, if you are more educated, you are more left wing.
It reminds me of all those. I've seen it before where people are like looking for. Right wingers are looking for sources to back up their argument, and they're like, all the sources support left wing arguments. There's a conspiracy here. It's like,
no, you're just
okay,
wrong.
no, this, yes.
Have you considered the possibility that you're wrong? Of course not. Can't possibly be
No.
wrong. I have feelings.
Yeah, that honestly, that whole, I mean, I sort of credit news like, to a large extent and just growing media and public interaction with media, but the whole we want to hear what you think. What do you think about the Euro?
You know what really
And
bothers me at the moment when it comes to
Terry from Wigan calls in and says, "Oh, it's all a plot. It's all a plot to reduce British sovereignty, and they're filling us with Muslims." And the presenter goes, "Well, that's an interesting point of view, Terry from Wigan."
I wouldn't
But
mind
no,
being
it's
killed
not.
by
Terry
a
from
Muslim.
Wigan doesn't wash his hands after taking a shit. He didn't know what he's talking about.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said I wouldn't mind being filled by a Muslim. So anyway,
Well, how
Ramadan.
woke can you get? Yeah, it was Ramadan, all right.
Yes. Anywho, the thing that's really bothering me with media representation in politics at the moment is the disparity between Reform and the Green Party.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Maybe it's because I'm not looking for it, right? I'm not specifically looking for it, but I don't see anything where the Green Party are being asked what they think about things. Whereas we're always being told, whether we want to see it or not, we're being told what Farage thinks. And do you know how many seats both of them have in Parliament?
4, I think.
One's got 5, one's got 4. And that's it.
Green's got 4, right?
Greens have got 4. So, okay, fine, there's an argument for they should be represented ever so slightly less. 20% less, or 25% less, however you want to work it out. But, ultimately, fucking, they should still be represented almost the same amount in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And it bothers me. It shouldn't, but it does. Because it
Well,
doesn't feel right.
yeah. I mean, do you remember Nick Griffin when he was on Question Time?
I remember Nick Griffin, yeah. You don't hear a lot about him anymore.
It's controversy is the thing.
I know.
You know,
I'm
the media, they still want. I mean, there is an aspect of serving Tory interests, I guess, but the fact is, it's about narratives and it's about storytelling and it's about ratings, and controversy does that. And the Greens aren't controversial per se.
Well, maybe they need to go on these shows nude or something. Get the job done. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. Do what you've got to do. I'm not even going to vote for him, right? I'm a Lib Dem through and through. That's fine. I can live with that. But they need to be better represented.
Can you?
Pardon?
Can you live with it?
Yeah.
God, you're a brave boy, aren't you?
Yeah, damn straight. Now,
You're
give me
a
some
braver
head
man
pats,
than I
please.
am, good one. Yeah, good boy. I'll give you a little scratch behind the ears.
Ah, woof. Anyway.
Little smooch on the forehead.
I wouldn't done with that.
Maybe Copperfield, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go.
Copperfield style abracadabra. Hope that you can one night stand a chance.
Are you speaking in tongues?
No, I'm singing a song or saying a song by the Bloodhound gang. It's called
Oh,
Untis,
yes.
Untis, Untis. It's not
Right.
the Bad Touch, which is the more famous one. So anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say?
You're a Lib Dem through and through, but you'd like to see more representation of the Green Party, and that you think they should be naked.
Well, I think if they want controversy, it's a relatively easy thing to do, isn't it, in the grand scheme of things?
I know we've talked about this before, but politics seems to become so dumbed down these days.
Yeah, I tell you what, something caught my attention this week politically.
Yeah.
Which of all the things, the thing that really caught my attention is the fact that BBC made a point of saying that the PMQs, because I watch the live feed sometimes, not the actual footage, but the breakdown that BBC do.
Yeah.
They made a point of highlighting that there wasn't any of the shouting and jeering and all that kind of stuff that normally happens this week. And that seems very telling that people are taking shit seriously for a minute. Maybe it's just the 1 week, but something is actually going on right now. This is.
I mean, there's always. I don't mind drama in Parliament.
No,
right.
that's
I
fine,
don't mind that. I mean, Winston Churchill famously said that the House of Commons should have fewer seats than the number of members in it, because it made tense and important debates have a certain feel of drama to them, because it made the room feel crowded and people were standing. And I sort of like that idea, but I think there's a difference between that and witty remarks and PMQs and whatever, and just, I mean, you saw two politicians have a conversation where they didn't interrupt each other constantly.
I don't know, but maybe it was at this PMQs.
Or an interview where there wasn't an attempt to massively catch them out, and they actually asked serious questions about the issues of the day.
And I actually answered the questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't happen, does it? That's the problem.
I mean, watching these, because I have been recently watching old election coverage from the 70s. There's a fair bit of that in it, It's. Oh god, that's a lot of Sableye in this tunnel.
Okay, we've been given a 10-second time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be one of those people who says, "Oh, everything's only gotten worse," but I can't help but feel we've lost something,
Fucking mines. Damn it! I'm trying to.
There are mines. When do they add mines to F1?
I'm trying to crash into Lewis.
Why?
Just because he's my biggest competitor. Which is not at all accurate for the. Oh, I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to get him.
No, you're not. You need to go really far right.
Oh, I got him!
Hey.
Yes! Please tell me that fucked his car as well, because if it did, that's fine. I can live with that, because if he's the top competitor.
That looks like a glancing blow, to be honest.
That looks like a what?
A glancing blow. I think it hurt you more than it hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Right, no, that's
You
fine.
tricked
We
him.
can fix it.
Oh.
Okay, you've got a drive-through penalty. You've been given a drive-through penalty.
Oh no, the car's fucked. I fucked it.
I wonder how that happened.
Because we're not going to win. We're not going to win any of this.
You've really given up, haven't you, lately?
No, what it is the car's shit, Ben. The car is crap right now.
Resorted to violence.
Alright, is it that one? He's fine. How is he fine?
You just glanced. It was a glancing blow with your right wheel, and it took your wheel off.
Oh,
It was the
shit.
angle you
I didn't
hit
mean to do that. Oh my god! I flash back to just before the crash, where it's unavoidable. I can't undo it.
Oh, this is the turn out for the bugs.
This is like the time that my godmother's grandson saved Leisure Suit Larry right after telling him to drink a drink,
Yeah.
but before finding out that the drink was poisonous.
Oh no.
So he'd lost all that progress up to that point, and it was like 2 hours worth of gameplay.
No.
Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm such an idiot. Oh well, it's fine. We're still in the lead.
We've all done it. I know
Yeah.
I've done it.
I tried to kill Lewis Hamilton. It's fine. At the end of the day.
Something I do with Pokemon a lot, where I'll save before fighting a legendary, and then I've only got like 10 Ultra Balls.
You fool. Also, I just want to say briefly while Lewis Hamilton accepts his trophy, it looks a bit like a cup on a stick. I have taken to considering Elon Musk as the Rupert Murdoch of modern day.
I disagree.
Okay, well, I look forward to our further conversation about this in the next video.
Is this it?
What the fuck do you want me to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought you were gonna.
What, start the
finish-
race again?
Well, no. As far as I'm concerned, you complained for a good bit of it, and then you tried to crash into Lewis Hamilton for 10 minutes.
I tried to crash into him for like 5 minutes, and that was the next to last lap.
All right. Well,
So it's just how it is.
congratulations.
Right then, bye everyone.
Bye.